this 4.3 months of inventory is the highest months of inventory the used market has had since October 2012.
Yeah, I see that here.
So 14 years ago was the
what
last
iPhone
time.
were we on then? And we have the iPhone. Someone drop that in the comments. Let me know.
Software real talk, let's get down to it. Jimmy and Rodney, they're gonna walk you through it. From the market trends to the best spots in town. Software real talk, we got it all going down.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Sci-Fair Real Talk. We are your hosts. My name is Jim Mulholland.
And I'm Rodney Jordan.
And welcome to episode 12.
12, a
episode
dozen.
12, dirty dozen. You know, man, doing this podcast has given me a newfound respect for people that do podcasts.
Yes.
Or any kind of show for that matter. 'Cause,
Yes.
man, it's been a long time since we've done this, right?
Yeah, it does. So much has happened in between
June
episodes.
16th and our last one, it's July 16th. Our last episode was in June.
Yeah.
And man, we had a lot. We had a lot that happened. You know, we missed the following week because of 4th of July. Just, you know, stuff happened and it fell on a Thursday and we didn't get it in. So that was our fault. We probably could have. Again, newfound respect for people that do it every week and on a consistent basis, because it's not an easy thing to do. So, and then the next week, Beryl.
Oh, yes. It came
Hurricane
barreling
Beryl.
in.
It came barreling in. Hurricane Beryl came and wreaked havoc on the entire Houston area.
Yeah. Just walked over to the power switch and went just flip, turn that off.
Yeah, no power.
No power.
So, you know, we didn't lose power.
Yeah.
My house. You lost power for, what, a week?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, I'm almost afraid. You should be careful saying that. It's like there's a segment of the population. You didn't lose power. You're like not wanting to try.
Yes.
It's like, you know, how dare you not join the thing? Survivor. Do you have survivor remorse?
Right.
No, that's a question. Do you have it? Seeing what's going on, did you go, man, like...
Not so much. No, it's okay. It was good.
You were fine? Slept just fine?
Yeah, I slept fine. I was fine.
I was down for, I want to say it was 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
And you become a different person after day 4 in the Texas heat. And I think we were all watching the temperature, right, Jim? Everybody was watching the heat, and it was just like climbing.
Mid-90s, 80% humidity.
Oh,
so,
boy.
No, yeah, it was not a good time for all those people that did not have power. So that was it was tough. And you know, my son Ben goes to Houston Christian. They just got power back yesterday.
Wow.
So I'm sure there's still people without power. But Beryl hit what date did that hit? July. It was over a week ago.
Yeah.
Right? I don't even know what day.
Yeah, I know. It's all blurring together, but it happened. And it
was a long time ago.
Calendar.
So he's missing a week and a half of school, basically. Nothing in the dorms. There's still poor kids, still sleeping in the dorms with no power, no AC. And so. What a mess. But so they got it yesterday, so he is back at school, so that's good.
Okay.
But it was a crazy time. So luckily there wasn't a whole lot of damage, right?
Yeah, it wasn't like we didn't get the big winds and things like that. Some fences I saw down. I saw some fences. I mean,
they said I saw someone on the news or something said that there was 80-mile-per-hour gusts in Cypress, but it seemed like the derecho from May was a worse storm in terms of the wind.
That was a missile.
That was crazy. So I mean, my wind gauge, which I have a little electric wind gauge on our fans, I don't know how accurate it is, but it only got up to like 22.
Really?
I think the derecho was like 48 or something.
Wow.
So I mean, for whatever reason, it wasn't crazy. I mean, a few people lost their lives because of trees falling on them, but for the most part, you didn't see a whole lot of crazy rescues because of flooding. And I mean, it was, and other than the power, it was a fairly tame storm, I think.
Yeah, I mean, even though the rain had an opportunity to subside, I mean, you know, you didn't get the big well, Houston, some areas did.
Right,
they saw a lot of flooding, but just our area, specifically Cypress.
Right.
When we drove around, we kind of looked. I mean, it was, it was really spotty with the power outages too, right? It was like certain sections of area. I think you were telling me in Bridgeland, you were like, Rodney, this side has power, and then
the other side of the lake. I'm on the lake. The other side of the lake, no power.
Okay.
All this power, but it's very, very spotty.
I had the same thing. I had no power to my right, and to my left, they had power. Like it was just that. It was that
crazy.
weird
I don't
and everything.
understand how the grids work in Houston. It's crazy. But it was kind of cool that the eye literally went right over Cypress.
Yes, I took some screenshots. I got to give it. Did you see it on the little storm? Yes, I took some screenshots for us.
Yeah, we'll have to put that on post-production.
I'll definitely get you those.
It was pretty cool. It was, and looking at the lake next to us, I just mentioned the lake. Like before it hit, all the waves on the lake, because of the wind, were going away from us. And then it got really calm. The lake was calm. And then, 20 minutes later, all the waves are coming to us. So the wind just completely shifted to 180. So, Hurricane Beryl. That was pretty crazy.
Yeah, I just dropped you those because I was looking at it while I had a signal. I was like, it's coming, and you could just see it. So I was taking all these screenshots, and then it's like right over you, and I'm like, I'm in the eye, and it was like,
that was it was something.
Category 1, right?
Yeah, Category 1. Yeah, I mean, we're fortunate, right? Because I mean, there's other parts of the Caribbean where it was a Category 5, right? It was the largest Category 5 or earliest ever a Category 5 had formed, right?
Yeah,
I think in June, it formed in June officially as a Category 5. So it's been extremely calm since then. So hopefully it's not a precursor of things to come, because they've been predicting crazy busy year for hurricanes this year. So, definitely not a great start. But it's been calm, 10 days since. So no storms brewing as far as I know. So.
And they're getting the power restored. That's... I think a lot of news about that.
Poor Center Point. Center Point. Center Point.
It has been. It has been. God bless them.
Yeah.
The workers, the linemen. I know that is just like a bad situation to be in, and
it's just crazy to me that with all the efficiencies and everything we have going on with power, all the efficient light bulbs and efficient air conditioners, and all, why does crap go down all the time now? And why can't they fix it?
Yeah.
I was a kid. Of course, I grew up in West Texas. We didn't have hurricanes or anything, but I never remember losing power, ever.
Yeah.
Not once. I think it would have been kind of fun. Right? As a kid, you have
but here it's like nothing.
Here it's every few months deal, no power.
No, light switch just is off.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Yeah, interesting. But anyway, so that was the biggest part of the excitement, I think, in the past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
What'd you do for July 4th? It's been so long.
I know, right? I'm
pre-Beryl.
Let pre-Beryl. Yeah. You mean pre-Beryl? What was my life like before then?
Right.
I should have did more. Apparently, I should have did more. But no, I just kind of, Brian's older, so he's not into the fireworks anymore. And, so it's just kind of, when are they going to stop popping these? I'm that grumpy old man who's just like, when are they going to stop popping those fireworks, kids?
We had someone come by our house on a electric bike. So I wasn't out there. I was already back in, but Wendy and one of our neighbors were out cleaning and came on an electric bike and started taking pictures and saying, basically, we're going to turn you into the constable. What? You're not allowed to do this, so we caught you guys.
Oh.
Like, you got to be, really? Who does that at like 10:30? Let me go ride around on my electric bike and scold people for doing fireworks. And cleaning up fireworks, for that matter, right?
Put a broom in your hand and sweep some fireworks up.
So those guys really do exist.
That's crazy.
It's tough. Our dog hates fireworks, so that's our problem. The dog just absolutely can't stand it. So we did fireworks. That was fun. We actually had a little party at our house, a little pool party. Hung out at the pool all day.
Okay,
so it was nice.
Okay.
It was a good relaxing 4th of July.
Yeah. Well, I got a little feedback from you. From last episode, we had an agent, and congratulations. She had just got her real estate license and said she saw the show. Her name's Jean. So we want to say hi to Jean if
Jean.
she's watching this episode. And came by and told us she's like, hey, I actually watched that show. And, so I'm like, it's always still, it's weird when people say that. And I'm like, really? You're watching? But that was good. But she said she enjoyed it. So that's our feedback from episode 11 of the show and everything like that.
Keep giving the comments if you guys are watching.
Right. We love those thumbs up.
Yeah, thumbs up, comments, like, subscribe.
All that stuff. Yeah. All that.
And if you're looking for a house, give us a call.
Give us a call. Give us a call.
Our number's not hard to find.
There you go. We may can help you.
Yeah. So speaking of real estate, should we? What we've missed is the update on the sales data, right?
Yes.
We should probably look at that.
Let's let it. While you're pulling that up, we're going to let everybody know how the month of June ended as far as sales and in our area, in our region, and everything like that. So let's get into it.
So here we go again. If you want to get this, cypherrealestate.com, and then you can search and go to community charts. You can also go and click on any community and see a chart for that community. But I'm just going through all communities, and this is basically all of Northwest Houston area. So Tomball, Cypress, Waller, so all those ISDs. So, but yeah, let's look at let's just look for year to date and kind of see where we are.
Okay.
So if we do year to date through the end of June, so we have data through the end of June. So again, June is when usually things kind of peak out, right? Let's go early. Let's do it. Let's do one more year back. So June is typically when we have the most sales. It's typically when we have the shortest days on market. Prices usually peaking around June because everyone wants to be in the house by June.
Exactly.
So the kids can get settled in,
register for the new schools.
Get into new school, start school in August. So June's always kind of where everything kind of peaks out. And that's pretty much exactly what we saw, right? Yep. So the sales price is up to $370 on average. So a peak in the past year and a half was $375 in August 2023. Per square foot, we're at $164. Again, near an all-time high. Again, August was $166, a year, 18-month high. Days on market, again, down to 21. That's actually a little higher than last June, which, again, was the low of 17.
Yes.
But basically, for the most part, it's kind of doing what we'd expect it to do. So, again, we're in Cypress. If I look at Cypress, and let me go back a little farther. Let's go back to 2020. So you can kind of see this pattern. Again, we talk about this every month when we go through these. But, again, you can kind of see we've been 2022, May 2022. We keep saying that was the peak.
Yes.
Still 470. Still have not reached that peak. But again, it's been trending up this last few months. 174.46 was the per square foot. That may be a record. I think that is a record. I think it's a record. Yep. So.
Oh, we got a little bigger.
Yeah. So per square foot just hit an all-time record here in Cypress at 174.46, almost 175 a square foot. That's crazy, insane. If you go back and look in, June 2020, we're at 116. So I mean, that's a pretty big increase.
Wow.
And then here you see the ebb and flow of just the market, back down to 20 days on the market. Last June, again, where we bottomed out there too, was 19. So we expect, July is going to start going a little up.
We'll start going. Okay.
So total sales down a little bit from May, 365 in May to 296. So last year did the same thing. May 345, June 330. So for the most part, it's what we expect. However, it's kind of be a good segue. There could be a little stormy weather on the horizon, right?
Yeah. So, I picked up that pun right there. A little stormy weather.
Stormy weather on the horizon. So, So HAR comes out with a monthly housing update. We haven't actually discussed this before. So HAR is the Houston Association of Realtors.
Yes.
They came up with their June monthly housing update. And so there's one part on this that I thought was particularly interesting. So it says, as the temperature climbed to June, the Houston housing market experienced a cool down with home sales below 2023 levels for the second month in a row. slowdown coincided with an increase in available homes, offering more options for prospective buyers. So what they're saying is starting to shift. Seller's market, buyer's market. We're still kind of. I tell people we're kind of at equilibrium right now.
Yeah.
It's not either really. I mean, 20 days on the market, like we're averaging, is still pretty darn quick, right?
Yeah.
Homes are still selling within 3 weeks, at least in Cypress. But the thing that really caught my attention was they're talking about months of inventory.
There you go.
Last June, we had a 3-month supply of inventory. And when we talk about month of inventory, we mean how many months. If every house that's currently listed on the market now, every one of these houses, if we sold every one, how many months would it take based on the average number of homes that sold historically in a month, right? So for the, I don't know, past 12 months or however they look at it. So last year was 3 months. So every house in June that was listed, it would have taken 3 months to sell all that inventory. This June, 4.3 months.
Yeah.
So that's almost a 50% increase in months in terms of inventory.
And in the report, the National Association of Realtors is telling us that, between 4 to 6 months supply is generally considered a balanced market. Just the report goes a little further and kind of talks about that. So what are your thoughts on that? When you're looking at this, I mean, we have several listings. We have several buyers out here looking. Is there any change to what you're telling them about the market as far as the sellers right now? Are we, messaging that, or what are your thoughts for the realtors that are listening?
Right. Yeah. No, it's, I mean, again, it's a balanced market. It's going to be solid, but if you want to sell it quick, you need to price accordingly.
Okay.
Yeah, and make sure your house is ready, just like everything we've discussed before. Make sure your house is show ready and price accordingly. It's not the time to test the market, especially now we're in July and days on market can go up anyway. Inventory's up, days on market's going up.
So what you're saying is that person who says, when you say test the market, hey, well, let me start it up high, Jim, and then we'll bring it. So you're saying it's not a good idea.
Not a good idea.
Not a good strategy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So those are typically the people that, don't sell, you know, or takes. You'll end up ultimately selling it for less than if you just priced it at, or maybe a tad bit below, you know, what the market is. And obviously you talk to your realtor about what the market is, but yeah, price it accordingly. Because we don't have the number of buyers out right now. So, and the concern is with this number with this amount of inventory, because our prices have been resilient, right? They've pretty much been straight flat since 2022 when we peaked out. You know, if we got a lot of inventory, you know, people are going to have to start lowering prices, and we can get a little bit of a price adjustment. So, but the other concerning thing, I don't know if it's concerning or at least is interesting to me that they said is this 4.3 months of inventory is the highest months of inventory the used market has had since October 2012.
Yeah, I see that here.
So 14 years ago was the last
what iPhone
time.
were we on then? And we have the iPhone. Someone drop that in the comments. Let me know. Wow.
So 14 years ago was the last time the inventory was this much inventory of homes to sell. And that was, we're just coming up from the whole recession, right? The 2008, 2009, the housing, crisis, all that stuff. We're just kind of getting out of all that mess.
Wow.
I've got to, maybe for next episode, see if we can find a nice chart of the months of inventory by month and kind of see how that's actually gone. Because back in 2020 during COVID and 2021, it was less than a month, right? I mean, it was like zero.
Oh yeah, you put it on. They were fighting over it.
There's not near enough inventory, and so it's just interesting. And I think home builders just really kind of try to make up for lost time. And I think I'm sure a lot of the inventory is just new builds now, right? There's a lot of new builds getting on the market now. So
they're finally delivering a lot of homes, and I'm seeing inventory pick up as far as the home builders I was talking to. A few home builder leaderships, and just kind of asking them yesterday, like, how's the market? And I was thinking about this episode, and he was saying they're pacing, they're at where they were last year, not a big spike or anything. It's still a lot of hard work with the inventory coming back. you're going to see condition and features come back. You got to have some sizzle. You got to have the good home, because whenever the inventory gets, I got more options now. Right. I got more options. So wait a minute. I want the one with the cool seats. You know, I want the one with the heated this, and people are wanting more those types of things. So
kind
of comes
more
back.
incentives, more
Thank you.
You know, stuff on rates, and stuff towards throwing in blinds and throwing in refrigerators, washing or something. So they need to do stuff to woo people. But anyway, it kind of goes on and kind of compares this June versus last June. It's pretty interesting, right? So total sales year over year is down 13%.
Okay.
Total volumes down 12%. Active listings, this is the ones I have. The number of total active listings this year versus last up 33.8%.
Boy,
That's a lot of
homes.
Extra listings.
And that's just from June 2023 to now.
Yeah, comparing what was active in June 23 to June 24. Average sales, that's what I was saying. The price has been resilient, right? So average sales price, June 23, 428. Average sales price, June 24, 432. So that actually went up.
It was a good investment, yeah.
It went up 1%.
Yeah.
And the median, same thing, up about 0.7%, 343, 345. So the pricing has not shown all the extra inventory.
Okay.
But how long can that last, right? I mean, eventually buyers are gonna start getting a little more picky, and So anyway, so we'll see how that ends up working out.
Yeah.
But yeah, months of inventory. There you go, 3 to 4.3, and then pending sales from. Well, that's actually interesting. Single family pending sales, and I missed this when I read the article. Last June, 7,800. This June, 8,400. So that's up 8.4%. So 8.4% more homes are pending right now than they were last June. That's interesting. I'm not really sure what to make of that.
I don't know. Maybe it's, if I had to guess, and this is just purely a guess, I'm thinking we got a lot of new homes under construction.
Right.
I think that's
probably
that's
part
the
of
big
it. Yeah,
pump.
people that started building in the spring. Now pending.
And trying to, and they're just sitting there pending.
Yeah.
Could be a little bit.
So not all lost. So the little bit of a silver lining.
Yeah.
And another thing we look at every week, or every show. Again, we need to do better doing every week. But mortgage rates, right?
Yes.
I mean, we've been talking about this since show one. We've been going about the mortgage rates, and I mean, they've been doing basically exactly what they said they're going to be doing. They are going down. So in the past week, they're down almost 0.5%. So on the beginning of the month, July the 1st, average rate was 7.14, basically 7 1/8, and now they're 6.8. So a little more than 6 1/4. So basically, 0.3%.
Yeah,
that's huge.
Yeah, for those people that are
month.
pending, that's that haven't locked their rate. That's a good little.
Good. I mean,
it's a good little helping hand.
It is the lowest rates have been since January. So, I mean, that's significant. January so basically early February 24, last time rates were this low. So, and then if we go back and look at our handy-dandy chart, right, that I've been looking at, again, the 10-year U.S. Treasury, this is what the 30-year yield or 30-year mortgage rates basically mirror. Been watching this. So, again, starting in October 23, we had this big downtrend, technical analysis. Busted out here in January 24. Then it went up, and this is kind of where we started the podcast, and I said it's going to keep going up. I kind of thought I'd go to this line, didn't quite make it to that line, but got pretty darn close. Bounced off the line here and then here. I think we even had a show said, ooh, Rodney, it crossed through our uptrend. So it's like this could be a good sign. And sure, and I think my exact words, if this was a stock, I would be short. And this would be a good time to go short. And sure enough, it retested this, but then went down, had a little double top and down, but it's staying in this downtrend. So it actually just made a new low, right? So it's now lower than it was in June 2012.
Yeah.
So another big down day today. So yeah, I mean it's definitely a good sign. I would say there's a pretty good chance it's going to go down a little farther. So I mean this would be kind of the goal. I don't know if we'll get this low, but this would be another 0.25% down if it got to this low.
That'd be great news.
But yeah, so we'll see. So that's the thing that could help.
Yeah.
These sellers and buyers obviously, but if rates get down, to the lower sixes, I think that's going to bring a few more buyers out of the woodwork.
And you may convince a few sellers that are, if I'm at 3% interest rate, maybe I can go out and buy something, you know.
Right, people may start selling.
Maybe I may sell, you know.
Yeah. So that's kind of a little synopsis on the rates that we like to do.
Yeah.
But no, it's still, like I said, still in a downtrend, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, still kind of going in the right direction. So those people that are thinking, it could be a good time.
There you
go. Well, a lot of inventory if you're a potential buyer. A lot of inventory and basically 8-month low on interest rates. So if you've been kind of on the fence, could be a good time to go check out the market. So let us know.
All right. Well, hey, we have another episode getting ready to happen. And I think we got a special guest coming.
We do.
Do we tell them about this person here?
Tell them
a little preview.
We probably should give them a little, maybe a little profile or something. But we actually have our first non-Sci-Fair real estate guest, so we're excited about this tomorrow. So hopefully it goes on without a hitch.
Tune in.
Sorry, the setup process it's still not a well-oiled machine. We still have some issues getting this thing going on a day-to-day basis. But so this person is actually the person I've probably known the longest in terms of vendors since in the business. But it's Blake Salcetti. He is the owner of Texas Certified Home Inspection, one of our preferred inspection companies. He also owns a company called Texas Bugs.
Yes.
So he does bug treatment, and he said that mice are going to put his kids through college. And he actually just started another company within the past few months. It's a mold remediation company.
That's right. Yeah. He came and spoke about that.
Yeah. So he has his hands in several things. So I'm looking forward to talking to Blake, and he's a longtime Cypress resident.
Yes.
So he knows a lot about going to the area. He lives in Bridgeland. He's a wealth of knowledge, and looking forward to talking to Blake. So that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I think that's anything else for this episode. I want to make sure I didn't have any other tabs open on my. Let's talk about speaking of businesses.
That's right. Rodney's been out eating again.
Rodney
I've been out in the streets.
There he is.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I went and visited BB's. And you guys have eaten there. You say you did an event.
We done before you were with us, we did our Christmas party once at BB's. We had rented a room, and it was good.
Good people, great food.
Cajun, right? Cajun food.
Yes.
Can't beat Cajun food. So who is this right here?
That is me and the general manager, Raphael.
Okay.
I had an opportunity to spend some time with him and meet the staff there at BB's and learn. And that was my hostess or waitress there. Came over, but the service was top notch. It is a Rodney's fave. There's a Go Cougs right there. The owner, Brooks, is there, and he and his mom do the recipes and things like that. I think we looked it up. 13 locations, all over Houston. But you're in the Cypress area. Go off Hempstead Road. Great food, great service. Tell them Sci-Fi Real Talk sent you. Tell them Rodney and Jim sent you. I heard about it over here, and let those people know. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed with the food. You will not be disappointed.
It's a picture of theirs. And then what is this right here?
Those were some almost kind of like, what do you call it, Texas toast.
Okay.
But I don't even want to explain it because it came with like grilled Parmesan cheese on it. And oh my God, it was so good and everything like that. And it was just, he slid those in front of me, and I go, I gotta have them. So I just started, and it was just wonderful food, wonderful people, Jim. I mean, Cypress has some fun stuff, man. It has some fun stuff around here.
Yeah, we went, so I took the boys to a new place, which I haven't been to, Charlie's Cheesecakes and Chicken Wings.
Where?
So apparently they're actually opening another one off Tuckerton and Fry, but this one is on the other side of 290 at Spring Cypress and is it Jarvis or Skinner? Skinner.
Okay.
Spring Cypress and Skinner, right there in front of like near the Kroger Shopping Center, right there. But the wings were really good, but I was more impressed. I think it was the owner. I should have gotten a picture with him for this show if I would have thought. I have a picture of me, Ben, and Sam. I'll put that on.
Yeah, throw it in there.
We ordered 30 wings or whatever we ordered, and he came and delivered the wings himself. and apologized because of all the power outages from Hurricane Beryl.
Okay.
He says these wings weren't their normal wings. Their supplier couldn't get them their regular wings. So they had to get wings from a different location.
Okay.
So I don't know where they got them. But anyway, they were still. So he gave us 6 free wings.
Okay.
But we never would have noticed. I mean, the wings are still big and they're still very tasty. But I thought that what an honest, nice guy, you know.
I'm telling.
I like it when you find a nice, honest business owner like
Jim,
that.
we have been a source of truth. You know what? You just gave me one. Let me give you another one.
Yeah.
Remember, we did our top movie theaters in Cypress.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Rodney went over to Star Cinema Grill during Hurricane Beryl. The owner, the staff there, I said that's the #1 rated one. Check the Google reviews. May have changed, but I think they had 4.4 stars.
Right.
They discounted, they cut all their movie prices in half so all the families around here could come watch movies in that theater.
Yeah,
half
air
price.
conditioning and
half
everything.
price.
That's great. Well,
I'm telling you.
yeah.
Come to Sci-Fi Real Talk.
Right.
Come to Sci-Fi Real Talk.
Nice.
Telling
That's
you.
awesome.
Yeah,
That's
that
good.
was just like, come on, service.
Yeah. That's
Who
great.
does that?
No, there's a lot of benefits of being in Cypress, and
Yes.
just, the people are the big part of it, right? The people
That's
and the
it.
businesses and how we're treated. So
Yeah.
yeah, if you're thinking of moving in, Houston area from out of state, out of
Yeah.
town, definitely check out Cypress. It's a good spot.
There
Good
you
spot
go.
to be. But yeah, so we'll it's kind of just a short little deal since we've been away for a while.
Sure.
But we'll definitely hopefully catch up on a few more things and another podcast this week. So you people are lucky, right? A twofer. It's a
There you
twofer
go.
week. Sci-Fi
There you
Real
go.
Talk.
There you
So
go. You
it's
guys are
gonna
lucky.
be good. That's right. All right, Rodney. Well, I think that's a wrap.
That's it, man.
All right, man. Good job.
Boom.
So thank you guys again for joining us here in Sci-Fi Real Talk. My name again is Jim Mulholland,
And I'm Rodney Jordan.
and we will see you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Boom skis. Give me my thumbs. Give me my stuff. Oh,
Yeah,
it's the little pleasures. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Love that.
He's there.
Real talk.